Welcome to Norfolk, Virginia, home of the Old Dominion Monarchs, and close to a full house here as fans are eagerly anticipating this clash we have in store. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the James Madison Dukes, taking on a team from the ACC, the Old Dominion Monarchs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Monarchs will kick it off to get us underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Dukes offense will get the first swing of the game. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Got it set up on the outside. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in second and manageable. The Dukes in the hurry up.
There's a lot of different ways this offense can attack you throwing the ball. One of them is getting the running back going, and the screen is a great way to get him lathered up and get the defense starting to think about him a little bit more now.
They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Looking to move it through the air. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much all through.
The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. How about this DB turning on the Jets and getting the first sack of the game for this defense?
And that is how you come from the secondary with authority. Come with some speed, some vitriol, some hate. Just get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. Nice job by the secondary getting to the quarterback.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Monarchs offense will go to work for the first time. And they seem to believe that they can take big plays away and man coverage by just locking him up in this matchup, David.
Yeah, and it's hard to lock down a great wide receiver, but a great defensive back versus a great wide receiver, we got a showdown.
Yeah, let's be honest, David. Most defenses don't have a dude like that at cornerback that could do that in a game like this, but this matchup is unique, and it's going to really determine the outcome of the game.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw, and they can't make the connection. We had a barn burner the last time these two teams played, and no reason to expect anything else between these two bitter rivals.
Attention to detail, and I think the sense of urgency, David, in a game like this just goes way up.
And I think managing the emotions in these type of games, you know last year was a classic. Now you're trying to form this year's identity of this team and go out and get a win in a big-time rivalry game.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Complete downfield. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a first down at the 12. Scanning the field, it's Evans. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, James Madison. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Second down coming up. From the gun, the ground game. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Throwing right. Fires it incomplete.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window. And you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. He's got him this time. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
They'll line up for a second down play. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pass.
They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. And the Monarchs are stopped, but not before getting the first down.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell, ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. On second down, they'll take to the air. Receiver looks it in, it's complete.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
The Monarchs look to do some damage in the red zone. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Complete, out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
A first down run in the red zone. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, ODU. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's no good, and they miss an opportunity to tie. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Miami has the lead right now, but this Canes crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet there in the 305. They're up by 7 over USF. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll throw it on first down. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out. He had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
And his throw is incomplete. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. Looking to scramble. At the 35, he's loose. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. And the Dukes want to crank the tempo.
These quarterbacks are nightmares to play. Pretty good coverage on the outside. Man-to-man, nobody looking at the quarterback. He takes off. He doesn't look like a quarterback. Looks like a running back. Chews up yards, gets way down the field, and makes a big play for this offense.
Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Swings it out to the flat. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Looking downfield, it's Evans. Getting some heat. Lets it fly. And it's intercepted. A turnover from the defense. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score, your defense does your part. Jesse, this offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. Guys, it's James Madison on top as we've come to the end of the quarter. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. They'll leave it with him. Tackled after picking up the first down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
And the Monarchs have it with a 1st and 10. They've been running it, but now the pass. That one came in hot, and it's incomplete. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got his man in the middle. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field.
They stripped it out. Oh, look what I found. The offense keeps it.
You know, these running backs have to keep 5 points of pressure on the ball, especially...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. This offense has a 2nd down play. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
It's so easy to be up here in the booth and say, you should have put more zip on that. Sometimes you got to use the lob wedge. That time, you probably should have used the drive.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Get it out on the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on 1st down. To the air, it's Evans. He's got his man. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
Well, they're working the slot receiver on a drag route here. He's just kind of fighting his way through the traffic. He's able to come out the other side and present a nice target for the quarterback.
He's going to pass. Had to throw it before he wanted. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. They're working that left side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Picked off. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Got his man on the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. They'll try to run for it. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right up the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackle's doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
Let's see what they've got on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's got it. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of those top 15 teams who did battle today. Florida managed to avoid being gator bait by scratching and clawing their way to a narrow victory. This wasn't the blowout some had hoped for, but it sure beats the alternative. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. To the air on first down. They'll run the screen. On the move at the 30. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line, they'll have it first and 10. He wants to throw. Safe completion on the screen. At the 35, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
The Dukes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The aerial assault continues. Buys a little extra time. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
Quarterback extends the play. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. It's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second.
Going for the big play. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the ball squirts out deep in their own end. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Ball was loose in their own end zone, and the defense recovered it for a touchdown. That ball was squirting around on the field, finally corralled by the defense, and they turn it into 6.
And it's so hard defensively. Do I jump on it and make sure I get it, or do I scoop it up and try to make the big play? He chose to scoop it up, and it pays off, makes the big play, gets the touchdown.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down.
Fires the pass, intercepted. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Evans. They didn't get a ton of yardage there, but they're really effective at using the back out of the backfield, and they do it to get the 1st down here. And the Dukes are threatening in the red zone. Going up top on 1st down. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
Snagged in the middle, it's Yates. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And it's 3rd down. They're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. And this one splits the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys, and I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion, and no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high rate.
Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
That didn't bust for a long one. Now third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Yeah, and I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen, just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the first down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just seems to fall forward. He always, in these short yardage situations, knows where that first down marker is, and he's able to get those hidden yards in piles, driving his legs to help keep this drive alive.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
They go to the ground. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that 3rd and long situation, it's just too much work for that running back to convert that 3rd down. Really, nice job. Got to give the defense credit. They surrounded him, got him to the goal.
Unloads to the wideout. He's got him, and they convert. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the 1st down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the 1st down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. The run from the shotgun. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Running a screen on an early down, you might think you'd really catch them trying to be aggressive in a pass rush or something, but the defense had the answer that time.
Yeah, and the offense has to do a better job selling that. A lot of times when you run a screen, I need to buy time.
And he's got it! Touchdown, Old Dominion!
I tell you what, when you give me that kind of effort, I'm going to find you more often. What a layout. QB throws the football a little bit in front of him, had to dive and go make the catch. He lays out, secures the catch through the ground, never got to catch it all the way through the ground. Nice effort by that receiver there.
They're going to go ahead and go for two here and try to make it a field goal game. Try to barge their way in. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for two does not work out. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. The Dukes are in the hurry up. To throw, it's Evans. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Running back goes in motion. Looking to pass on second down. Makes the grab. It's Yates. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. And the Dukes are moving quickly down the field. Comes out throwing on first down. They're setting up the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in second and manageable. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Trying to find his man on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up a wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
Third and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. Oh, he makes the catch. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. The Dukes come to the line with a new set of downs.
Defenses throughout the week study every third down situation. You got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job on the offense so far having success.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down.
At the 14-yard line. Second down.
Guys, it's James Madison on top as we've come to the end of the quarter. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Back to the air one more time. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. Turning to the running game on first and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators will tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big...
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. They've gotten pushed back, but it's still third and goal. Wants to throw. It's Evans. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
I think you've seen two plays back-to-back now with poor pass protection. Guys have to do a better job. You've got a golden chance here to put a touchdown on the board. Two consecutive plays. They can't protect the QB.
So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. North Texas looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program that's won before, and they might just add some more hardware before the year is out. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. It's complete to the right. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. And this junior loves to show off that big arm.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need.
Fires and picked off. They'll drag him down. Turn on the interception.
Turnover margin always goes such a long way in deciding who wins the football game. Interception number 3, that is no bueno. Got to take care of the football. Can't keep putting your defense in a bad position, putting them on the field time and time again.
They'll throw it on first down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
That defender did not care that the running back was setting up behind him on a screen. He was just thinking one thing and one thing only. See ball, get ball. He did that.
After the big first down sack, it's second down. Dropping back, it's Evans. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. It's caught. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Wants to throw on first down. He's right on target. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Offense gets set for second down. Wide out in motion. On second down, he's looking downfield. And it's caught! Touchdown, Dukes! Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, moving behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Got his man quickly.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
To the ground to try to move the chains. The Monarchs pick up the first down.
Yeah, in this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down, we're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
Maybe a little frustrated after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10 from the 38. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Hauls it in. The flag flies in as this one falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A 3rd and long coming up here. They'll run play action. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
He's got it, and they convert. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
And he intercepts it. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. You can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're...
And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
Back to throw, it's Evans. Got his man out of the backfield. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Split the ball out, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
They're trying to get to him. The sure hands, it's Yates. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Dukes decide to punt it away. We've reached a 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes...
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking to go up top on first down. He's taking the deep shot. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. He's going up top here late in the game. Oh, what a grab by the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football, getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Wide receiver shows motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
And, man, it can be dangerous when quarterbacks get outside the pocket. They can stress your defense so bad. You better chase them. You got to keep running as hard as you can and try to get to him before he can throw that football, and especially square those shoulders up. Nice job by the defense continuing to pursue, even though he got outside the pocket.
The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long second down. Looking downfield, it's Evans. Finds a spot in the middle. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They've got some work to do on this third and long from the 40. He'll pull it on the read. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Dukes will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
He's got it. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. Taking it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to, because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
When you deal with a rivalry game, you have to live with the outcome for a full year. And this one is going to rest in their minds for the entire season going into next year.
And it's not going to sit well with the losing team. When you lose these, you're going to get hounded and you're going to get hate. You're going to get social media is going to destroy you about losing to your rival. But you got to put it past you. It is just one game. It's not that big of a deal. Well, Jesse, yeah, it kind of is.
Yeah, it kind of is a big deal. You're right, David. I mean, a lot of these kids, they played with each other or against each other in high school. They've known each other for a long time. There's going to be a lot of trash talking going on, not just between players, but the fans, their families, coaching staffs. This is a game that's going to get talked about for an entire year. And you talk about wanting to get revenge, it's going to take some time.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese.